Hi, this is Ryan Groos from the Loft, and in this video I'm going to give you a quick tour of our first official partner instrument with Ableton, hip hop drums. On the first page of the lesson that's included with the pack, you'll see links and description for its entire contents, including audio clips, drum racks, MIDI clips, drum hits, construction kits, and audio effects. To try and keep this first video under 10 minutes, today I'm going to focus on just the audio clips and audio effects, showing you what's inside of each section and experiment with quickly building a track inside of Live. By clicking the audio clips link in the lesson, you'll be taken directly to the folders containing all the loops. From here you can browse and preview everything from the complete drum set grooves to individual cymbals and percussion tracks. All of the drum set loops were recorded live by a real drummer on a real drum kit, giving you a wide variety of ghost notes, hi-hat patterns, and drum fills. To get that snare drum sound you hear in the All Falls Up session, we actually took a hi-hat cymbal and placed it on top of the snare drum, and then played the backbeat with a stick like you normally would, but we put a gate on the snare drum mic, so you get the sound of the hi-hat cymbal kind of shaking and almost distorting on the top of the snare, but with that quick gate on top of it, so kind of sounds like a sample, but it's really a live snare. So I'm going to double click one of these tracks and bring it into a session, and you'll notice that every clip comes with the Hip Hop Drums Classic effects unit that's included with the pack. And on this is sub bass intensity, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just really brings up the bottom end and gives you control over the frequency and actual pumping if you really want to get the drivers moving, the bass moving. It lets you zero in on the exact area in the frequency spectrum that you want to focus and raise. And of course we have some New York compression, parallel compression. You can really get the tracks to slam harder with that. Quickly affect the ratios, the attacks, and the release. And of course it wouldn't be hip hop without some vinyl crackles. So at your disposal, you can easily dirty up those tracks. 5-year-old vinyl to 50-year-old vinyl, that's all right there. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the audio effects that are included with the Hip Hop Drums pack. If you go to the second page of the lesson, you'll see there's a brief overview talking about each of these effects racks. But since we're on a video today, I'm going to go directly to those racks and let you hear what they sound like. So I'm going to load Hip Hop Drums Tweaker number 1 on top of this clip, which, like I mentioned earlier, already includes the classic rack on it automatically. And now I'm going to test out a few of these effects: flanger, bit reduction, some high frequency effects, squeeze, which is just really intense compression, and some analog tape delays. You can control the speed and the tape feed. And if we go to Hip Hop Drums Tweaker number 2, fire up the same loop, see there's some grain effects, some beat repeats, some scratching effects, an auto filter, which gives a really nice kind of polyrhythmic dotted eighth undercurrent, and some delays with the delay time and delay feed on the macros. So you can do a pretty mild short delay or even long extreme delays. Okay, cool. So now that we've checked out the audio effects and the audio clips, let's have some fun and just build up a track using nothing but audio clips, mixing and matching from some of the different sets in the hip hop pack. So let's preview this track. Just gonna start working with that. This is kind of based off a Jay-Z type beat. And I'll pull in some others just for some variation. And a cool ride cymbal groove, kind of a hook or bridge groove. Alright, so we'll work with those three. Let's tweak a little bit of the sub bass. A little bit, not too much. We don't want to bury the mix in bass. And apply a little of the compression to make it snap. And let's find some other tracks for this. So going to the All Falls Up set, let's preview some loops on top of that. That one actually works pretty well, so we're gonna bring that in. And let's bring in some audio effects on top of this one. I'm gonna go to Tweaker 1. And some bit reduction to dirty it up. Solo this track. Bring back in the other one. Cool, now let's try for some more audio clips. The What You Set is based off some Beastie Boys type grooves, some dirty, distorted funk drums. So let's check out what that sounds like if we mix them with these other two loops. Try another one. Fill. Yeah, I like that one. It's got the cross stick on it. So we'll bring that one in. And on this one, I'm gonna try audio effect tweaker number 1. Or sorry, number 2 and 1. Why not? So now it's got that crazy auto filter kind of giving that pulse underneath. You can bring down the other tracks a little bit and hear what it sounds like on its own. Bring them back. So using 3 different tracks from 3 different BPMs, all matched up at 93 right now, you get something interesting. So now, like I mentioned earlier, we can bring in that ride groove if we want to go to like a hook or a transition or a chorus. And then back to the main groove. Well, I promised I'd keep this under 10 minutes, so I better wrap up. We barely scratched the surface of the pack in this first video, so in the next one we're going to take an in-depth look into the drum racks and creating your own beats using those sounds, working with the MIDI clips that are included in the pack, working with the drum hits to drop those into your own drum racks, and checking out the construction kits, which we're listening to right now. So that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, just swing by the Loft and drop us a line or leave a comment here on YouTube. So until next time, take care, and we'll see you again soon. Later.